All right, guys. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about one of the most important lessons that I've learned this year. I want to share it with you guys because I'm positive that this lesson will benefit you. The lesson is just be yourself. That is the lesson that I've learned this year, to love yourself unconditionally, that you are good enough, that you are worthy of whatever it is that you have or you don't have. You are worthy. Don't let the world tell you that you're not enough. Just be yourself. Now, this is a very, very important lesson to learn because in today's society, a lot of people put on a mask. A lot of people try to fit in with society and the crowd. And I've noticed, well, God has made it clear to me that the people that stand out in this world are the people who are themselves, that are secure within themselves. Those are the people that stand out. And it's not like they're trying to stand out. Here's the thing, it's like a paradox. Like they're not even trying to stand out. Like they're just being themselves, their authentic, true selves, and they stand out. And that's the beauty of learning this lesson. I have came across individuals on YouTube who planted this idea in my mind, but I'm finally grasped this idea of just being okay with yourself. Just be yourself. The reason why you want to just be yourself and love yourself unconditionally, it's like pretty obvious, but we want validation. We want to fit in with the crowd. We want to go with what's cool. But here's the thing, the matrix slash society creates these illusions of ideas that people buy into that is cool, and people put on that mask and try to like fit in with that idea, and they just kind of lose themselves by trying to fit in. And it is important for you to know yourself, know who you are, because if you don't, then you're going to let the matrix control you and tell you that you're not enough. Now, here's the it's crazy because a lot of you guys may have this problem. Like, it all stems from your ego, your insecurities, and they know this, and this is why they target you guys who have low self-esteem, and they make you feel like you're not enough if you don't have a certain thing, whether it be a luxury car, luxury clothes, a lot of things, man. Society makes you think that you are not good enough if you don't have certain things, and because you buy into this idea that they sell you, you may actually start to not love yourself and you may start to hate yourself. But in reality, that's not for you. And you got to realize that you need to find out what you like and who you are authentically, because once you do that, you would create your no, you will bring your authentic self. It will manifest in this third dimension. And it's pretty crazy because once you do that, like I've noticed that when people see you acting in your authentic self, people are going to try to like copy you and imitate you because like they know that you're different. And like and it's not that you're trying to be different, it's just that you're being your authentic self. Here's the thing, you're being your authentic self, which makes you stand out automatically. And once you do that, you finally get to realize, oh, like, oh, okay, I don't need the luxury things, I don't need the luxury clothes. But if you do want them, it's okay, you could go ahead and get it. Now, I'm speaking from experience, right, guys? Growing up, like in middle school and elementary school, right? I'm not sure if you guys remember the brands that were like that were Diamond, Reckless, all these cool brands that these stores had, and all these kids had these type of clothing brands. And I remember that like I felt bad for making my mom buy me a $30 shirt. I felt bad, but because I wanted to fit in. Like, I was still grateful that she was able to buy me the shirt. Now, back then, I thought that $30 was a lot, but fast forward to this day, bro, like, dude, that's nothing. And it's crazy because you're going to be spending a lot of money to please your ego and to please other people because you care so much about what other people think of you. And it's like a win-win because it's like a double-edged sword because you do want to buy things that make you feel good but not for other people. You don't want to get designer to get validation from other people. Like, that's a huge mistake, and that's why these companies play on your insecurities for you to purchase their product, for you to feel whole and complete. And so it's like, dude, like, I've been there, guys. So it's okay. Like, you guys don't need these things, guys. You got to realize that you're good enough. You have to. And for me, what made me feel that I was enough was hating the gym. I realized that I value different things besides these things, besides the luxury things, the idea of things. So remember, you don't want to get things for people to validate you because now you care what they think of you, and now you're not operating on your true authentic self. So meaning, like, just be yourself. What is it that you like? What do you like? What do you like? What do you think that's cool? Whatever that is, dress however you want. And also, like, for a side note, I want you guys to know that it's okay. Like, you guys don't need to spend a lot of money to dress good. Like, I've come to the realizations that there's a lot of good clothing out there that you don't have to spend a lot of money to feel good. But here's the thing, you want to buy things for yourself, not for other people. Things that make you feel good. When you wear them, do you feel good? So you don't also want to be cheap. You want to find your style of your own. Now, for me, what I tend to find that makes me feel good is gym clothes. Like, I'm into gym brands. Now, I'm actually, like, this is not even a promotion or anything, but I really like Young LA. Like, it just, I could wear it in the gym and outside of the gym. So that's like mostly my my favorite brand at the moment. But it's not a promotion. I don't have a code yet. But either way, guys, so that's me. I like wearing gym brand type of clothes, and that's what makes me feel good. And I'm not buying this to impress other people. I'm buying this for myself because it's genuinely what I like to wear. um so yeah, so just be yourself, because if you don't know how to be yourself, then you're wasting so much energy because you're letting other people's opinions of you control you and to make you act a certain way. Now, so you gotta need to start to break out of that mode. So if you want to, dude, this is why I actually like it when I see people dress like weird, because they're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it for validation. They're doing it because they genuinely like how things look on them. But fast forward, guys. So I want to also mention this also, that being your true authentic self is what's going to allow you to succeed as well. Just being yourself. Just be yourself. Just accept yourself. You don't need other people's approval. So this is another thing that's holding you back to go towards your dreams, towards your purpose, because you care about what people think about you, which this is what's stopping you from going after what it is that you want. And it may be family, friends, or your hometown, whatever it is. You might be scared of what they're going to think about you if you do a certain thing that is not really conditioned to be normal. It could be starting a YouTube channel. Like, some people think that starting a YouTube channel is a waste of time, that it's too saturated. Dude, like, you need to cancel out these thoughts and opinions because they're placing doubts within you. So understand that whatever it is that you want to do, just go after it. And you have to realize that you will get people's opinions thrown at you, but you can't let them affect you. Now here is the reason why I've actually came to the realizations that being your authentic self is what's going to let you succeed in life. All right, guys. So I've noticed a pattern. So as of recently, right? Like the most successful people that have became successful in this time of age, this new age, is people who know how to be themselves, who are authentic, who are not afraid to speak their mind. These are the most successful people that I've recognized this certain pattern within the world. Now, I'm gonna name a couple of people. Now, if you guys know them, then you guys will know that these people are themselves. They're not playing an act. So, so I'm into the fitness scene slash community, right? So one of the big person that took off within the industry and became famous like within a year, from living in a closet to now living, traveling, dude, it's Togi, bro. Shane Stouffer. Dude, and since the beginning when I came across him, I knew there was something special about him, but I couldn't really figure it out. But it was until that God, the universe, has taught me that what makes people successful is that they're not afraid to be themselves. Like where they are, like where he was, like he was making videos out of like in a basement, in a closet, in his frat house with his frat roommates. He was living in a closet, and his dude, like he doesn't care, bro. Like his room is messy, and he films it, and he shows it. Like he's just being himself. Like he speaks his mind, and he does whatever he does. And now, like he's blown up. He's he's been open about taking steroids, and dude, like this is himself. Like he's not playing an act. Like this is himself. Like this is the secret formula. And I'm gonna name a couple other people, right? Sam Sulik. Now, what makes Sam Sulik also so special is that he's just himself. He's not really worried about what you think about him, whether he wears the same hat or whether he just wears plain clothes. Like he does not care. Like he's secure within himself. I'm telling you guys, like a lot of the times we are conditioned by society to focus on what other people think about us, but it's healthy to an extent, but it is not healthy to obsess over what people think, because people, regardless, people's opinions are not going to pay your bills. Y'all need to realize that people's opinions are not going to be paying your bills. And who else? So as of lately, right? So I've noticed the pattern again. So as of recently, when I was in middle school slash sixth grade, right? And yeah, sixth grade to middle school, there was a show that came out. It was called The Jersey Shore. And when I was this young, this show um captured my attention. I don't know what it was, but it captured my attention. Now fast forward of to recently, like I've actually like came across a couple of clips of The Jersey Shore on my YouTube feed, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about these people. I wonder what they're doing with their life. And like, I just started going into that rabbit hole, and then I actually purchased the first season, and I watched it, and I'm hooked on the TV show. Now I'm like, why am I hooked to this? Why? What makes this show so special? What makes it so like exciting to watch? And it's because all these people that are in the Jersey Shore are just being themselves. Like I don't think they realized what they were doing, but that they're not acting a certain way. It wasn't. They didn't really grow up in the time where social media, right? So they were pretty much secure within themselves. In this show, right, guys, like you get to see the behind the scene of their life, in their life before the Jersey Show. Like these individuals are their authentic selves. Like they are themselves. I'm like, oh, that's what makes the show so successful, is that these people were just being themselves. And whether they got into drama or not, whether they they were just being themselves. I'm like, wow, that's so interesting that I've noticed that this pattern again. See, it's all about pattern recognition. You got to recognize this pattern, like in your day to day life. Realize that when you notice a pattern in certain things, people just being themselves stand out. And when and also in whatever it is that they do, they become successful because they're being themselves, because they don't need your validation. Now trust me guys, like there's this character in the Jersey Shore named Vinny, right? And he wasn't scared of what you guys thought about him. Like he said that in that show that he was a mama's boy. Like his mama cooked for him, his mama did his laundry, and he wasn't ashamed of it. He wasn't scared. He was pretty much egoless. Like that was just him. Like in the show, like he says this, and he didn't care. And that's being authentic, guys. You gotta learn how to be authentic. Now that's one of the big lessons that I've been learning this year is that you need to be yourself. You need to be secure within yourself. Be authentic. Be your real self. Just be you. Why are you so scared to be yourself? If you don't like something, you don't have to like it. And if people don't like what it is that you think is cool, bro, it's okay. As long as you like it. This is so important because if you learn how to be your authentic, true self, you won't find yourself anymore in like a group of friends or individuals who are fake. Because a lot of the times when people are kind of fake in groups, right, it's because they don't know how to speak their self. No, they don't know how to be themselves, and they don't know how to speak their minds and be truthful to how they feel within the group. So they can't really be honest with each other. Now, when you are your authentic self and when you learn how to value yourself and when you learn that okay, like I don't need anyone's approval, I'm okay with who I am. So I could speak my mind with people. I could tell them what I believe. I could tell them with this, and if they don't agree with me, then that's cool. Now, guess what? Now you filter out the people who are not for you, and now you have the chance to attract people who are vibrating at the same level of energy slash frequency that you are, meaning your authentic self. Now, I've heard, like, I've came across multiple videos stating that being your authentic self is one of the highest vibrations that you could operate in. Is being your authentic self is one of the highest vibrations. It's as close to or it surpasses love and enlightenment. That's I've came across a couple of shorts and videos that have stated that. So I'm like, wow. Wow. So what's holding you back, man? Just be in your body. Learn yourself. Like spend time with yourself, bro. Like people who can't be by themselves, they don't like themselves, bro. This is why they're always like spending time with people who they probably don't like, or probably dating people just to not be by themselves. Like the point is, when you are secure and when you're operating in your authentic self, like you pretty much don't need anything from anybody, bro. You have so much self-love that you have self acceptance for yourself. So whether you are poor or middle class, bro, you're okay because you accept yourself. And if you are working towards becoming better, then it's okay. Why can't you love yourself now? Why wait until you reach your success mark? Like whether it be you making 6 to 7 or 8 figures, like why wait until then to start to love yourself unconditionally? Now you need to realize this also, that you're the only person that could give yourself unconditional love. You and your mom or your parents could give you unconditional love. So if you love yourself, then you'll start to do things that resonate with that love frequency, meaning you will no longer tolerate certain things. When people disrespect you and when people like cross a certain line, you're not afraid to tell them, hey, like I'm not okay with this. Why? Because you love yourself and you respect yourself. So now you're operating at a much higher frequency. This is so deep, man. This is so deep. I want you guys to know that you guys are enough. You are worthy. You are worthy, guys. You're still worthy, even though if you don't have a certain thing. If society's telling you that this is you're worthy, you're successful. Now I'm gonna tell you guys this. So there is like a movie called Fight Club. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it is a very, very, very good movie. Now, in the movie, it talks about this like people having a consuming problem, just keep on consuming. But there's a scene in the movie, right, when they're in a bus, and there's like like a Gucci, a Gucci advertisement, right? A guy in an underwear, right? And Tyler Durden tells the main character, "Society wants you to look like that," or something along those lines. And he points at it, and it is true in today's age that because of social media, they are playing into guys' insecurities about having to look a certain way, being jacked and ripped. Like they made the standard so high that you probably have to take steroids to look like that individual. If you don't have the genetics, then you're most likely are going to have to take steroids to look like that. And now for me, like once I started to learn this, I started to realize that it's okay where I'm at in my fitness journey. I love myself. I look good. I feel good. Like I've been putting in the work to get to as far as I've come in my fitness journey, and I'm proud of myself. But I still want more. But here's the thing. Now, because they've created this ideal picture of a man to look like this, like, oh, if you look like this, then you are worthy, you are enough. But keep in mind, guys, you gotta be conscious of these things that society is telling you. If you're not like this, then you're not worthy, then you're not worth of a person. So you need to be careful. Same thing with cars, right? With cars, clothes, a lot of things, right? You just need to be comfortable with who you are. All ego based. It's all in the ego, guys. So if you learn how to control your ego, a lot of these things will not affect you because you know that, okay. For me, guys, I kind of had the mentality shift of plain clothes, just like plain clothes. But obviously, right now, I'm not wearing a plain clothes just because I am going to the gym after this. But either way, guys, do plain clothes, man. You cannot go wrong with a plain tee, a plain white tee, a plain black tee. You cannot go wrong with these shirts. Like these shirts are very versatile. You can wear them anywhere. You can wear them on a day. You can go clubbing in a plain shirt, guys. You don't need designer, guys. You don't need that, guys. Understand that they're just messing with your ego, that they're making your ego very, very insecure. Now, like I said, just be yourself, guys. Learn how to be yourself. Learn yourself. Learn what it is that you like to do. Spend time with yourself, guys. You are your own best friend, and you're also your worst enemy at the same time. You are your best friend and you are your worst enemy at the same time. Now, guys, I hope that you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.